Hello, hello. You guys, I just got off the phone with Medicare because I am disabled. And I get my SSDIN. I'm also a realtor. You know about being a realtor, you work for yourself, right? But how is it I just find out that starting in January, Medicare is is cutting out a lot of medicine that you got to pay for out your pocket. And my option were with well care, which well care is not going to pay for four of my medicine. Then the premium where I have to pay like $74. And then the one with zero premium, I wouldn't have to pay a premium. They'll pay all of my medicine except for two, no, three, two or three. But one of them is a biosoc, it's a beta blocker. It's a beta blocker. I have an aneurysm and I done had a stroke. The insurance is not going to pay for that, even up under this other one with zero premium, $5,000. And then the other one, $2,000. And the third one for my inhaler, $651. She said even though if the doctor can file a authorization for formulary, they still might not approve. That why I have to pay out of my pocket. Now, I asked her, why isn't this is not being covered? I said, these are life-saving medicine. She said, well, she don't know. She said, you have to ask those private insurance companies. And we know who all they is up under Trump, right? So who really gonna be able to afford all of this medicine? $5,000 one for the beta blocker for my aneurysm and prevent me from having a massive heart attack or stroke. Then my inhaler keep me for maintenance inhaler that I have to take daily to prevent me from having a fatal asthma attack. And then the other one that's $2,000 is the drops in my eyes keep me from going blind. So what are we going to do? And of course, I have some insurance up under my husband. We don't know if it's going to pay for that. But the thing is here, I worked all my life and I paid into Social Security, Medicare. And this is the things I get, you know, that I work and still working and put into the system. But Trump and all the rest of his administration, the Democratic Republic, they get health insurance, everything paid for the rest of their life. And like Trump and some of the others had never even worked in their life. But yet I'm still working. And after a certain age, we shouldn't even have to work. When you pass 50, you shouldn't have to work. They should take care of us like some of the other countries. So, it's like they really do want us to die out. But you know what? My God ain't never disappoint me. He ain't never let me down. My faith and hope is still in him. And I thank God when I went to the doctor the other day, he told me I lost 92 pounds. I'm eating healthy and I'm working out. I don't eat all that fast food, junk food like I used to. The doctor told me I look so much better than I did, 3 or 4 years ago. I thank God for continuing to carry me. Because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So the ones that hadn't checked, regarding about the changes for next year, maybe you need to look into it because I waited. I'm like, thank God, I called them. I got this letter, and I had this letter, I don't know, probably about a week or so. But anyway, nevertheless, the changes coming January to 2026. You know, they're saying sometimes you got to laugh and, keep from crying. But a lot of you guys voted for this. A lot of you guys voted for this here. And it's affecting the working one because I always worked. And that's how I get my Medicare and my SSDI. Because it's what I worked and I put into it. I'm not getting no SSI, a supplemental income. I worked and put into this system where I had enough work credit for when I got down and disabled, that I could draw this here. And then now I just heard they're getting ready to make the changes now that you got to be pilots getting ready to make the change where you got to be going to have to be 65 and older. Something's wrong with healthcare when you got all these old people in there making decisions for us. And they get health insurance the rest of their life. They ain't never even had to work and still gets it. Something is wrong. God, we need you to intervene and just work this out for your people. Take care.